Masturbation and aging, why this simple habit can protect your health after 60. Hello, friends. I'm Dr. James Carter, a physician with over 3 decades of experience in medicine, and I'm thrilled to share something with you today that might just change the way you think about aging. Picture this: you're sitting in your favorite armchair, sipping a cup of tea, and someone tells you that one of the simplest, most natural habits, something you might have been told to shy away from as you got older, could actually be a key to staying vibrant, healthy, and strong well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Intrigued? You should be. Today, we're diving deep into the surprising science behind masturbation and how it can protect your health as you age. Now, I know what you might be thinking: really, Doc? Is this for real? Trust me, I get it. We've all grown up with myths and taboos swirling around this topic, especially when it comes to seniors. But here's the truth: aging doesn't mean shutting down parts of yourself, it means embracing what keeps you thriving. And science is on our side here. Masturbation, or self-pleasure, isn't just a fleeting indulgence, it's a habit that can bolster your heart, sharpen your mind, safeguard your prostate, and even help you sleep like a baby. So, grab a comfy seat, and let's explore 6 incredible ways this simple act can transform your golden years, plus a whole lot more. By the end, you'll see why it's not just okay to keep intimacy alive, it's one of the smartest things you can do for yourself. Chapter 1: The Prostate Protector, Why Flushing the Pipes Matters. Let's start with something close to every man's heart, or rather, a bit lower: the prostate. This walnut-sized gland doesn't get much attention until it starts causing trouble, but it's a powerhouse in your body, producing fluid that supports sperm. As we age, though, the prostate can become a troublemaker. By the time men hit 60, over half will experience benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, a condition where the prostate enlarges, pressing on the urethra and turning simple trips to the bathroom into a frustrating ordeal. And then there's prostate cancer, the second most common cancer in men worldwide, with risk skyrocketing after 50. So, what's masturbation got to do with it? Quite a lot, actually. Think of your prostate like a tiny plumbing system. When fluid sits stagnant too long, it's like water pooling in old pipes. Gunk builds up, inflammation flares, and problems start. Regular ejaculation, whether through partnered sex or solo activity, acts like a natural flush. It clears out toxins, old cells, and potentially harmful substances that could otherwise accumulate and wreak havoc. A landmark study from Harvard, published in European Urology, tracked over 31,000 men for 18 years and found something jaw-dropping: those who ejaculated 21 times or more per month had a 33% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who did so only 4 to 7 times. That's not a typo, 33%. Why? Ejaculation reduces prostate congestion, curbs inflammation, and keeps the gland in fighting shape. It's not a cure, mind you, but it's a powerful preventative tool. Take George, an 81-year-old I met years ago in my practice. He'd been plagued by nighttime urination up every hour, barely sleeping, and feeling miserable. We ran tests, ruled out serious issues, and I suggested a simple tweak: incorporate regular self-pleasure into his routine. He chuckled, a little embarrassed, but gave it a shot. 3 months later, he was back in my office, grinning. Fewer bathroom trips, less discomfort, and a spring in his step. "Doc," he said, "I wish I'd known this sooner." George's story isn't unique. Study after study backs this up. So, gentlemen, if you want to keep your prostate humming along, don't let it sit idle. It's a use it or lose it deal and your body will thank you. Chapter 2, A Heartbeat of Health: How Intimacy Fuels Cardiovascular Strength. Now, let's shift gears to your heart, the engine of your life. We all know the drill: eat your greens, take your walks, keep the cholesterol in check. But did you know that a little solo time could be just as good for your ticker? It's true. Your heart doesn't care how you get it pumping, it just wants to stay strong. And masturbation? It's like a mini workout with benefits. When you engage in self-pleasure, your heart rate climbs, blood vessels dilate, and circulation kicks into high gear. It's not marathon-level exertion, but it mimics light to moderate exercise. Think a brisk walk around the block. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology found that men who maintained regular sexual activity, solo or otherwise, had lower blood pressure, better circulation, and a reduced risk of heart attack and stroke. Why? Because every time your heart pumps harder, it strengthens. Blood flow improves, oxygen floods your tissues, and your arteries stay flexible instead of stiffening with age. I'll never forget Henry, a 74-year-old patient of mine with a passion for gardening. He came to me feeling sluggish, his hands cold, his energy zapped. His blood pressure was creeping up, and he was on the cusp of needing meds. I asked about his lifestyle, and he admitted intimacy had taken a back seat since his wife passed. I suggested he try self-pleasure a few times a week, not as a replacement for love, but as a boost for his body. A few months later, he was back, beaming. "Doc, I've got my zip back." His blood pressure stabilized, his hands warmed up, and he was out pruning roses again. The numbers don't lie. Regular intimacy keeps your cardiovascular system humming. But it's not just about the physical. There's an emotional ripple effect. When your heart's in good shape, you feel alive, energized, not drained. Poor circulation can leave you foggy and fatigued, but this simple habit fights back, keeping plaque at bay and your vitality intact. So, next time you're feeling a little off, don't just reach for the aspirin, give your heart a natural boost. It's free, it's fun, and it works. Chapter 3, Bladder Control and Beyond: Strengthening the Pelvic Powerhouse. Here's something men don't talk about enough: bladder issues. After 60, it's like the bathroom becomes your second home. Nighttime trips, dribbling, that nagging urgency. It's embarrassing, exhausting, and way too common. By age 70, up to 30% of men deal with some form of incontinence or prostate-related urinary trouble. But here's the kicker: masturbation can help. How? It's all about the pelvic floor, those unsung heroes of muscle that support your bladder, prostate, and more. As we age, these muscles weaken, thanks to gravity, inactivity, or just time. Weak pelvic muscles mean less control, more leaks, and a grumpy prostate. But when you engage in sexual activity, even solo, you're giving those muscles a workout. Every climax contracts and releases them, toning them up like a gym session without the sweat. Jim, a 74-year-old retired firefighter, was a classic case. He'd wake up 4 or 5 times a night, stumbling to the bathroom, barely holding it together. He was frustrated, sleep-deprived, and convinced it was just old age. I explained how regular ejaculation could improve circulation to the prostate and strengthen his pelvic floor. Skeptical but desperate, he tried it. Weeks later, he reported fewer trips, better control, and a happier disposition. "It's like I've got my dignity back," he told me. Science agrees. Research in urology shows that men with regular sexual release have lower rates of BPH and urinary tract infections. Why? Ejaculation flushes bacteria from the urethra and reduces prostate inflammation, easing pressure on the bladder. It's a 2-for-1 deal: healthier prostate, stronger control. So, if you're tired of racing to the restroom, this might be your secret weapon. It's natural, effective, and let's be honest, more enjoyable than Kegels. Chapter 4, Mind over Matter: Lifting Spirits and Slashing Stress. Aging isn't just physical, it's mental, too. Loneliness, stress, and depression creep in as the years pile on. Maybe you've lost a partner, retired from a bustling career, or just feel the weight of time. By 65, nearly 20% of seniors grapple with depressive symptoms, and stress hormones like cortisol can skyrocket, fogging your mind and sapping your joy. But here's a bright spot: masturbation is a mental health powerhouse. When you climax, your brain throws a party. Endorphins, oxytocin, and dopamine flood your system, nature's feel-good trio. Endorphins ease pain and tension, oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, calms you, and dopamine lifts your mood. It's like a reset button for your emotions. Studies, including one from psychosomatic medicine, link regular sexual activity to lower cortisol and higher serotonin: less stress, more happiness. Frank, a 72-year-old widower, taught me this firsthand. After losing his wife, he sank into a gray haze. TV didn't help, walks didn't cut it. I suggested self-pleasure as a stress reliever, and though he hesitated, "Isn't that for kids?" he tried it. Soon, he was sleeping better, smiling more, and feeling human again. "It's like I remembered I'm still here," he said. That's the magic: it's not just chemical, it's a reminder you're alive, capable of joy. Beyond chemistry, it boosts confidence. Aging can chip away at self-worth: wrinkles, aches, slower steps, but intimacy reconnects you to your body. It says, "You've still got it." For seniors, that's gold. So, if the world feels heavy, don't underestimate this simple act. It's a lifeline to lightness, and it's yours to claim. Chapter 5, Cancer Shield: Lowering Prostate Risks. Back to the prostate, because it's worth a double take. Prostate cancer looms large. 1 in 8 men will face it in their lifetime, and age is the biggest risk factor. After 60, the odds climb fast. But here's where masturbation shines again. Beyond easing BPH, it might just lower your cancer risk. That Harvard study I mentioned? It's a game changer. Men ejaculating frequently 21 plus times a month had a third less chance of prostate cancer. The theory? Regular flushing clears out carcinogens, reduces inflammation, and keeps cells from going rogue. It's not foolproof, but it's a compelling edge. Another study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine echoed this, linking ejaculation frequency to lower prostate-specific antigen, PSA, levels, a marker of cancer risk. John, a 68-year-old patient, lived this. Nighttime urination and discomfort sent him to me, and his enlarged prostate had us worried. We upped his maintenance routine, and months later, his symptoms eased. No meds, just nature. He dodged a bigger scare, and while it's not a guarantee, it's a nudge in the right direction. Think of it as routine upkeep, like oiling a machine. Simple, proactive, and powerful. Chapter 6, Sleep Like a Dream: Restoring Rest with a Natural Fix. Finally, let's talk sleep. If you're over 60, you've probably had nights where your brain won't quit, or you're up pacing at 3 a.m. Sleep disorders hit 40% of seniors, thanks to hormonal shifts, stress, or a wonky body clock. Poor sleep isn't just annoying, it tanks your health, from immunity to mood. But masturbation? It's a sleep aid you didn't know you had. Post-climax, your body releases prolactin and oxytocin, signaling time to rest. Cortisol drops, muscles relax, and your mind quiets. It's why you feel that blissful drowsiness after. A sleep medicine study found that sexual activity improves sleep latency, how fast you doze off, and quality. Robert, a 78-year-old insomniac, proved it. Years of tossing and turning had him ragged, but after adding self-pleasure to his routine, he slept through the night refreshed, not groggy. It's better than any pill, he laughed. Physiologically, it mimics exercise's calming effect, plus it syncs your circadian rhythm. No more staring at the ceiling, just deep, restorative rest. So, if sleep's eluding you, skip the melatonin and try this instead. It's nature's lullaby. Aging on your terms. So, there you have it, 6 science-backed reasons why masturbation isn't just okay after 60, it's a health booster. From your prostate to your heart, bladder to brain, it's a simple habit with big payoffs. But it's more than that. It's about defying the myth that aging equals decline. Your body's built to thrive, and this is one way to keep it humming. Imagine waking up with energy, feeling confident, sleeping soundly, small choices adding up to a vibrant life. That's not a fantasy, it's within reach. So, toss the taboos, embrace the science, and take charge of your well-being. You've earned it. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Drop a comment, tell me what surprised you or how you'll use this. Your thoughts fuel me to keep sharing. Like, subscribe, and share if this resonated. We're in this together. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and keep thriving.